Good evening and welcome to Paranormal Puff Peeps. Well, it's been a busy weekend and I was at the Parameet and so was Mark. Have
Oh,
you recovered?
mad, brilliant and mad at the same time.
Yeah,
Just
it's you just keep at it, don't you? From the
yeah,
minute you
yeah,
get there, you're on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Busy all the time.
I mean, the thing is with pyramids, well, for me, it's just everyone's just so friendly
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm not a full-time investigator like a lot of them are there for me, but to me, paid part of that as well. To me, it was just it's made the weekend for me. It's just been brilliant. And
Yeah,
then
because
obviously I know a few of you before, don't I? But just to go and enjoy that and to meet new
yeah,
people as well. To be fair, to meet new
oh that's
people.
right. You know, it's incredible. You just get loads of people from all over the country and we just mix, we have a drink, we have a laugh, we dress up in fancy dress, and there's some incredible speakers as well.
I've still got photos to share, by the way, as well.
I've got loads of photos.
I'm
I've not
still not
even
just
no,
I've got loads.
I haven't even sorted mine out
No, you.
at all.
Oh yeah, you went then. You
Yeah.
went then, Jacqueline. You went.
Oh, you did. I don't know.
Yeah,
Somebody did.
yeah.
But yeah, it was it was so incredible, and those weekends they keep you going, don't they?
Well, the thing, yeah, and bravo to Neil and all of you lot, all of you, you included Jacqueline, all of you,
Oh,
Julie, Jane, Kathy, Barry, Ames, all of you, just put a brilliant, brilliant show on for everybody,
oh,
and everyone absolutely loved it.
yeah.
And you can see that. You can see that by all the love that's come on Facebook after, to be fair.
Oh yeah, that's it, isn't it? You know, it's like being a success when you sort of have the next day, the next week, there's still photos being circulated, and people are remembering and just
Yeah,
having a
yeah,
laugh, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah, it was hi Charles from Texas. I hope you're well, and hi Nando as well. But yeah, so it's a weekend, and yeah, just meeting up. So a few of us met in the bar on the Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we sort of got up early Saturday for a full day of speakers and stalls and things. Had a
but
meal and then party and then
yeah,
got up for a full day again.
but
So
the speakers, I mean, the speakers were so good as well. And that's the thing, isn't it? If you
normal
got good
people,
speakers, yeah, they're normal. I
normal.
mean,
That's
I mean,
right.
I sat with the guys from All You Wanted on Saturday night, and I never really spoke to him before. I sort of
Yeah,
I met him briefly,
yeah,
and to me, they're just normal people. It's just, you know what I mean? I think at the Paramount for
yay!
me, no egos.
Big shout out, Paranormal. See Ruth, you are awesome. Love you both, and also love your logo. So I'm going to tag you because I've got a photo of your logo. But you're incredible people. These have been, I think you've been doing it a year, haven't you, Ruth? And, just out on the journey, came along to the Parameet, had a nice natter with people. It's wonderful, isn't it?
And that's exactly what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's about networking and
to be
everything.
fair, I didn't meet a lot. I didn't sort of mix a lot, but it didn't matter. I didn't think it mattered.
Oh,
I
gosh,
think
no.
people still be coming up to you, and I've never ever seen so much hugging going on in my life in one place.
I know, it's amazing. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you were lovely, Ruth. You walked in, you didn't know what to expect. I greeted you on the door. We had a right chat, didn't we? And then, sort of, yeah, that was it, wasn't it? It is brilliant. So next one's in May, which is ages away. But yeah, it's just
that'll
good.
soon come. It'll soon
Well,
come. That will.
well, wasn't
Yeah.
much of a gap between this and the
No.
last one. To be fair,
No.
it's just unbelievable, isn't it? How quick things go.
Yeah. Scary. Just
Very
scary.
scary, in fact. Yeah, but yeah, just taking it all in. And we loved it. And, if you've taken something from the speakers, you've learned something, that's it. Or just, well, gain friendships as well, because I want to speak to you two anyway. So I will get in touch, Ruth. Sort of have you on to have a chat one day. But I hadn't arranged a guest today, and thought, oh, who shall I have? Yeah,
Oh,
let Mark come. Let Mark come for a chat. Because like even you're kind of starting on a different sort of journey, aren't you, as well?
yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah,
You've
yeah.
evolved. You've evolved as the person.
I think so personally. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
have.
actually think that. Yeah, confidence. I've got more confidence now from when. I mean, when I first did the podcast with you, to be fair, which
Yeah.
was 2 years
Not
ago in December.
two.
Yeah, it should be 2 years in December. I swear it
Really?
will be.
I think it's
Wasn't
that
last
years.
year. Oh, was it?
I think it's more
Oh,
recent than 2 years. Yeah,
it
but
was between
even
Christmas and New
so,
Year, wasn't it?
yeah, but even
Yeah.
so, you know, it,
Uh,
and you sort of changed your journey a bit as well in that time.
yeah, I mean, I don't go out investigating as much as I used to do now because
Yeah,
I just think I like trying to pick things up when I'm out and about, to be fair. Like today, been Newstead Abbey today.
beautiful place.
Gone to see Barry. Oh, Barry again, if you're
Barry
online, if you're
John,
there.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Barry John.
that
And
troublemaker.
it's literally alive with dead people. If that makes sense. It is. It is. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a
It's
medium.
Rachel as well. Nice to meet Rachel. The first time ever I've met you. Well, might
Oh,
have seen you
Rachel,
before,
yeah.
but it's the first
Yeah,
time
yeah.
I got introduced. So that was absolutely awesome. Irene,
Hello,
you're in
Rachel.
Japan, and thank you so much for this. So thank
Yeah.
you. And
I
wow,
actually spoke to Rachel for a while, actually, this time.
yeah, and that's it. It's just a meeting of like-minded people, and
Yeah.
everybody is on their own journey, and people have just got to be accepting of each other's journey, haven't they?
And I think that's it. And I think
Oh,
you
bless you
can't
too.
force
I mean,
anything on anybody. Don't make them believe in what you're saying to them as well. I think that's the most important thing. I think they've got to find their own way in it.
that's right.
Do you know what I mean? So if they're, it's like going in a room and picking something up and me saying, oh, I've got spirit of a young girl. Oh, I haven't got that. I've got a little boy. Or I've got a man standing over there. You've got to sort
Yeah,
of accept them, haven't you, as what they are. But I
yeah,
know about that before when people just dismissed it completely.
that's right.
And you can't dismiss it. I've always said to myself now, just say what you feel.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a common name that you just think, oh, like say John. If you get a John, but you've got to remember John was a common name once.
Well, that's right.
And
Yeah,
and and it could be just, I mean, today, prime example, today, I was walking through the library today and the name David come to me. And
right.
and and to me, it was just somebody sort of
Yeah,
passing through. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not an actual spirit that lives there. It's probably someone that's visited there and liked the place. But then something did happen,
Oh,
which
wow.
and it was really, really, really good for me because it was like somebody grabbed my hand and my body went cold as it normally does. But to me, it's not the runaway moment. It was like a lovely bit of feeling of someone wanting, they're there.
Oh,
Maybe a
wow.
child, but I don't know.
Right, okay. Was it a child? You know. Come on, was it?
I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah,
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 yes, it
but
was.
yeah,
Yes.
no. Because the thing is, right?
Yeah,
Barry told us something after
right.
about one of the ladies, and I've forgotten her bloody name, but she was only quite small.
Oh, okay.
But to me, I think it was a child. I will say it openly, it was a child, definitely a child.
Yeah, you see, you got to go
And
with your feeling as well in mediumship.
when I left the building, when I left the room, sorry, not the building, the room, I thought, I'm going to say Toronto. I've got to leave you here. Sorry, I've got to leave you here now. And it just completely changed the atmosphere, did the other
Well,
room then. So she was
yeah.
happy where she was and didn't want to leave that room, which to me is quite, I like that. She's happy there, isn't she? And
Which room was it?
the library.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went, because I'm wondering if it's the same lady that I've who's latched on to me. There's a very downtrodden lady, and I was doing a public event there because I helped with Barry,
Yeah.
part of his team. And I went into a room, and there's this lady, and she's in there reading a book. And she went into the room to escape everybody else. And she actually didn't want us in there.
Well, yeah, but I get that because leave her alone. Stop,
Yeah, you know,
stop disturbing the peace.
hiya.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
I think
sorry,
that's
we're
what it's
not doing
about.
readings. No, we're not doing readings. It's just a paranormal chat. I could do a reading, but I won't because I don't tend to do readings on lives. I might go wrong.
It's pointless me doing the reading anyway because I can't see what anyone's writing because these glasses are terrible. I can't see
Well,
the
thank
right
you.
writing.
Yeah, well, it's an ancestral home, Irene. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
history. Also, it's got a history of monks as well, I think from the 1100s. So then you've got the hat. Do you know the history, Mark? Can you remember any?
Lord
So,
Byron.
yeah, you've got Lord
Yeah.
Byron. So you've got a well-known writer. It's his family, and
Yeah.
there is a lot of history there. So the chance of something bad happening, like it's been there for years, so potentially,
it's going to have its bad things, isn't it? But to me, I honestly can say now I picked nothing bad up there at all.
yeah.
I didn't feel nothing bad. I just felt it was a nice home.
Yeah, I felt it was nice.
Yeah, it's just a nice home, and you can see that as well. You could feel it in the building. The building was just so. I don't know what's. It's just every room you walk in, there was something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just for the first time going today. For me, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Are you usually shown things when you walk through buildings, or is this a new thing for you?
I don't get shown anything. I just sort of feel things,
You
but
feel things, yeah.
yeah, I can't. It's a shame. I wish I could see things. To be fair,
Really?
yeah, I honestly wish I could. But
So be careful on that.
yeah,
I know people who drive and they've had to stop driving because they've seen things crossing in front of the car and it's a ghost, a
yeah.
spirit.
I tell you what I've
Not
had
a
in the
person.
car. I tell you something else happened in the car. That cobweb feeling.
Oh gosh, has it?
Yeah, that's happened in the car a few times. It's
Wow.
not bothered me. It's just like, oh, get off, like that. You're like, get off, like. But that I've been told that's supposed to be a spiritual connection.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I've actually gone over. Oh, bless you, Irene doesn't want the ability. But Irene's a great medium. That was the thing when I started down the route of development. They did say, "Do you really want to do this?" Because once you start, and if you do start seeing things, then you've got to go through the process of stopping it, haven't you? Really?
Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's I don't know. It's like when I went Gresley. We did Gresley 8 years ago now, but went in
Yeah.
Gresley Old Hall, and something definitely latched onto me.
Right.
Nothing horrible, nothing vile. If anything with me, I've never ever felt anything horrible. Never.
Wow.
And
That's good.
I don't know whether that's just me, but I don't seem to pick anything horrible up. And I found,
Oh, wow.
and then, sometimes I think to myself, well, why is everyone picking this? Why is everyone going that? Why is everyone running away? And I'm just standing there going, what's going on here? Why are you running away? There's nothing horrible here. You know what I
Wow.
mean? I don't know
Yeah.
that's me, but I might say, is that because I'm not maybe as empathic as other people who are there? Or
Yeah.
is it I'm not getting it? I don't know. I don't get it sometimes. I don't understand that why I can't get anything. Not saying I do want anything horrible, I think something of a horrible nature
Yeah.
might make me think differently, I think. I don't know.
I do think things evolve in your development because I was very much like love and light, keep away everything else, and then
Oh no.
other things like appear and you witness things and you encounter things which you didn't even think existed. And wow, it is incredible, and you just can't,
I can't
never
do love and
doubt
light.
yourself.
I can't do love and light. I can't do it
Well, you
because
are.
no, I'm not. No,
Because there's
I,
nice
I,
ones coming through.
it's what? Sorry.
The nice ones are coming through, the friendly
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. I wouldn't say that's love and light though. I mean, I wouldn't say that's love and light. I
Just
just
a little.
think maybe.
The nice ones are not like you.
Yeah, but the thing is, they could be horrible for all I know, couldn't they? I mean, someone could pick something up next to me that I
Yeah.
could be feeling that's quite nice, and someone could be going, "I don't like that standing next to you."
Oh, okay.
So,
Unless they're
it,
showing a different side to
yeah,
you.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Oh,
As,
okay.
yeah, is someone getting it differently to what I'm feeling it,
Yeah.
or is it a completely
Interesting.
different figure at all? Is it someone completely different?
I like that.
And they're not seeing it, but I'm feeling something else. They're feeling something else. But it could be different people or different things or whatever you want to call them. Because
Yeah.
I'll never dispute there's nothing there apart from humans, because there is.
Oh,
There is,
yeah.
isn't there? I mean,
Right.
I think anyone in the paranormal scene is going to say that. I don't care what they say. The land gives so much energy off, and what's in the land, it doesn't necessarily have to be a dead person, does it, or dead
No,
dog or
that's
whatever. It could
right.
be. I mean, spirits have been around for thousands, actually, thousands of
That's
years.
right. Well,
So
we don't even understand,
we don't understand it.
you've
We
got
never
the
can
fire,
understand it,
that,
are we?
everything, haven't you? So,
Yeah, we never can
what
understand it, are we? We never going to find out, are we?
no, we're just
But
peeking at we're just getting a little glimpse of something, what's around and what we witness, and maybe what others tell us and we sort of believe.
that's when you have a problem, then, isn't it? Because people will say, "Oh, it's evil," and I don't want to say that D word again, but
Oh, yeah.
you know the D word, don't you? And then
Yeah, no, used too frequently.
yeah, but if it's just a normal person trying to make contact with you,
Yeah. Well, I've
and
had
that's what that's my thing. It's
yeah.
it is. I mean, I know it's been said before. It's like a child, isn't it? Going to get attention.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It is, isn't it? And
Well, yeah.
that's the way I look at it.
Well, I've had it. I'm not saying like, hi, Natasha. I'm not saying like that. There's a really nasty guy, and there's everyone going, "Oh, there's bad energy, dark energy, blah blah blah." I clicked on that. It's just frustrating because nobody's listening to him.
Yeah, exactly. That's
And
what I mean.
in the end,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay. Hiya, thanks for joining us, Mary.
But then some people again go, well, no, I don't see it like that. It's evil, it's vile, it's possessed, it's going to kill you.
Oh,
They do, don't they?
just
They
like the
do, they
board
don't
as
they?
well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't have thin. You can't have thin skin in this world. You're right,
Yeah.
because we sort of heard a lot of stories at the Parameet. We had different speakers with different experiences, and
Yeah.
like everybody there. It's nice. It's jolly and stuff, but a lot of people have had bad experiences. People in the paranormal world.
Yeah.
So you do sort of need the thick skin, and you've just got to move on, do your own thing, because everybody's got their own route, haven't they, where they want
Yeah.
to go.
I
Leave them
actually
to it.
think sometimes I've sort of in the past I've stood back and gone, what a load of complete and utter rubbish they're talking.
Oh
And then
gosh,
when
yeah.
something happens to you, that I mean, not a bad thing, a good thing, something happens, or you feel you get an experience, you go, oh, don't you? I was going to swear then, but I didn't.
No,
But
you
then you
didn't.
do, don't you? Change your view of it, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
And I think you've got to work. If you don't work that way, it's pointless doing
Yeah.
it. It's pointless doing it.
Well, that's it.
And
Got to
you know,
the
well, you know yourself, Jacqueline. There's people out there that will fake stuff, and you know that, don't
oh,
you?
I can't be bothered.
And they will lie. They will
Oh,
blatantly lie, and they will create an ego for themselves, creating this and creating that. Come to
oh,
my building, you're going to get possessed by this. You're going to get possessed by that. Gets in people's heads, and the power suggestion kicks in. And what
oh.
happens? It just ruins everything, doesn't it, for everybody else?
Well, that's it. But I think, like, there is negativity. There are people who are dodgy, fake things, and everything under the sun. But I don't actually like. There's somebody who posts on Facebook and they go, "Oh, I'm coming out of the paranormal world because
Yeah.
everyone's doing this, this, this." Don't look at it then.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you even focusing on that?
There's a
There's
scroll button,
so
isn't there, when you scroll past it, don't you?
well, yeah, there's so much
Yeah.
good in the paranormal world. Yeah,
Exactly.
money and greedy people, that's it, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Money and greedy people.
just
Yeah,
like, share, share, share.
yeah,
Yeah, you can if you want, but I'm not asking you to, but yeah, like, some people just come on alive and straight away, all they want, "Oh, yeah, we're waiting for, like, 100 views before you start to talk."
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Why, you know?
yeah.
Just
And
be you," and
yeah, if there's 4 people listening to this podcast tonight, Jacqueline, would you be happy with that?
yeah, at the
Exactly.
moment
That's what I
at the
mean.
moment,
Exactly.
it's free.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we've got people interacting and they're coming and
Yeah,
going, that's fine.
yeah,
And it's lovely, you know, and I do this for my mental health as well.
yeah,
Because I live on my own, I'm in the house on my own, and what do I do
yeah,
on a Monday night?
yeah.
Not
It does
watching
help, doesn't
telly,
it?
'cause it's, right, basically.
I mean, I'd love to do what you do, but I keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off all the time.
Let's do it,
And
try it.
I know I ought to, and people keep saying to me, do it. Because I keep putting it off, putting it off, and putting it off. And it's not as if we don't know anybody now. I know enough people now to do it.
Exactly, you know, like, as you've been stalking everybody,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
hashtag
that's true.
the
Yeah.
paranormal stalker.
Well, that's actually that's where the name comes from. Because a
Yeah.
friend of mine turned around to me and said, "All these events ago, you're like a stalker, aren't you?" I went, we both went, ah,
That's it. And it's
and that's
good.
where it come from.
Yeah.
By the
You
way,
know, and
I'm not stalking everybody. By the way,
oh God, no.
no, no.
No, 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 no. Oh Jesus, too many of them to be fair.
Yeah,
People don't like you, they stalk you. Why?
yeah.
Get alive.
I
I
mean,
just can't be arsed. I just
it,
like put them on put them on hide, and then I don't see them
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah.
It suits me.
Thing is,
Um,
me though, Jacqueline, I'm just me. I'm just
oh
me.
yeah,
And
I'm just
I'm
me as
I'm
well.
I'm outgoing, and yeah, sometimes when I have a drink, I say things I shouldn't do, but
It's more fun then, isn't it?
yeah, but I think what I
Yeah.
said to people on Friday and Saturday night of them, that individual, I think everyone sort of knew anyway. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
fine,
and
you
so
know,
yeah,
and that is it, you know, we've all I think, like, you know, if you're in the field a while, there are people that it doesn't kind of work, you know, I'm 5 years free of a certain team,
yeah,
you know, and, you know, you then make sure you don't fall down the same, make the same mistakes as you made then.
no,
And get involved with
I,
the wrong people, basically.
I
And
think for me as
that's
well, I
it,
think
isn't it?
yeah, you get away from that, don't you? You want to you
Yeah,
learn
you do learn.
and to be in a structural organisation in a group for me, I don't think it just suits me.
That's right, and that's why I'm kind of on my own.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I'm
And
saying.
I've got to
That's a
meet
good
up
thing
with
about
other
it.
people.
Yeah, you do. And if you get invited to investigations, you get invited to investigations.
Yeah,
If you don't, you don't. And
that's
to do
right.
it part time like me, I mean, I'd like to do more. Don't get me wrong, but I think I quite enjoy doing it. What I'm doing now,
Well, that's
like
right.
today, going to that place today, going
Music.
today there now, and picking stuff up now is what I like doing,
Yeah,
and that's me. That's all I want to be.
it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I've been so lucky to host there. So Barry
yeah.
John managed to get the location, and we hosted a public event in September, which was absolutely brilliant. And I'm wondering if I actually got the same woman as you.
It
Um,
could be.
I'm sure that she'll link into me next time I go. In fact, when I actually left the building, somebody says Jackie. A female voice said Jackie. And then Amanda, Barry's sister, was behind me. And she said to me, "Oh, that some lady said Jackie to you." There wasn't a lady behind us.
Ooh.
So I'm sure I've got no other links to that house. I've been round a few times, but you know, I've got no reason for any spirits to know me from there. It's not my family because they'd go Jacqueline. So that
Yeah.
Jackie is coming from somebody within that building who acknowledged me as I was leaving. And I will be back. I will be hosting public events. We're just waiting on a date, and we will be sort of going live on
Yeah,
that night.
he said that to me today, Barry. Did he was on about
Yeah,
it today,
that's right. We're
actually.
just
Yeah,
waiting for confirmation.
yeah.
It sold out in 3 days before,
I
so
know. I know why. I definitely know why after today.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's the location and Barry as well, because Barry is a fantastic medium.
Well, the great was it Great Hall?
Yeah,
Yeah, is that when you're near the end of the walk around? Does it? Yeah, I think it's a Great Hall.
yeah,
Like that place there. That the when I was talking to Barry and one of the other guides in there was someone standing behind me. There's someone
yeah.
behind me, and I know there was. I could feel
That's
it.
brilliant. Yeah.
I could feel it.
But you
And
imagine all the parties or
yeah,
the meetings, or everything what happened in the ancestral home. You know, you've
yeah.
got the dramas and everything, haven't you?
But the thing is now, right, Jacqueline, I could turn around to you now and say, "Oh God, I've just picked Lord Byron up in there."
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that because it's not him. It could be anybody. It could be a servant just walking by.
This is
Yeah,
it. Like you do get the teams who go out and and
and
also
they will do that.
now there's a team, haven't they? Like that guy who just passed the other day, and already some Muppets come out. Oh, I've communicated with.
Oh,
Oh, get stuffed.
yeah,
As if,
yeah,
and just for what? Fame, a few likes and shares. It's just mad, isn't it?
yeah,
So frustrating.
yeah. I know. Think
But
it's like when I started. I did that stuff on YouTube. I did that channel on YouTube a little bit, but do you know what I'm scared of? Getting an ego.
yeah.
And it
You
does,
just keep yourself
it does actually
grounded.
scare me a little bit
Oh, bless
because I
you.
don't want an ego. I just want to be me as I am.
Yeah,
If people like me, they like me. If they don't like me, I don't give a shit.
good.
I don't.
And do you think that's an age thing as well?
I think so now. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
think I think so. Yeah,
one of the speakers said that about people's opinions because,
yeah,
she had had a lot of flack and, a lot of us have. And
yeah.
in the end, it's like, not bothered, I do my thing, say what you like. And that's it, isn't it?
I think things with the paranormal as well. I mean, we all know 99% probably can be explained away.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a no.
right.
It's the weather. It's sounds in the building. It's other people. It's windows being left open and. But there's
Yeah,
that little 1%, that little small bit that keeps you just ticking over with it, isn't it?
yeah.
Just little tiny bit that keeps you going. And just to feel that one thing about that's what keeps me going about it. And like meeting all you lot at Parameet now, and the friends I've made now, and I made
Yeah,
more friends there this weekend. It'll keep me going in it now. It's not going to draw me
yeah,
away from it. It'll keep me going in it.
yeah. That's so lovely. It really
I mean, look
is.
at Phil. Look at Phil Newton. I met Phil Newton. I've been speaking to Phil Newton online.
You
I'm
haven't met
laughing
him
joke.
before?
No, over football. I met him at Tinkley.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh
we went
yeah,
to Tinkley and we
yeah.
sat outside for an hour, just talking about anything.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And like to me, he's a mate now, and
Yeah.
that's what I like. He's all right. I mean, I prefer his missus Diane. She's a lot better than him, but he's not
Yeah.
watching anyway. Probably is. He's all right.
No, I don't know. I only wondered if he wanted to come on, to be fair, but I don't know if he'd be working or not. But I think I've
Oh
known
yeah,
Phil
is it
about
work,
8
isn't
years.
he?
I think I've known him about 8 years,
Yeah,
maybe longer. So,
he's
and
funny, isn't he, Phil?
you don't
He's
know where the
funny.
time goes, do you?
Yeah, no, he's a funny bloke, isn't he? He is,
Well,
isn't he? He's a funny bloke. Yeah.
well, actually, so there's a group called FX Paranormal, and they had a stall where they had dolls or things with
Yeah.
history, and I decided to purchase one.
What's her name?
Well, I really want to find out, and his name is Emmett.
His name.
Yeah, so
Well,
I've got the backstory, which actually suits me fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and see what I get from. But the thing was, all the money what they got actually goes to charity,
Charity, yeah, I know, yeah. I know, yeah.
which so I've donated to charity in a way.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise it was charity, but I was
No,
I was
yeah,
intrigued about adding to my collection.
they did. I know they do a lot of charity work, they do, don't they? I've seen it before, at other events before, and
I
that's what they do,
didn't
yeah.
realise,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
And
It's
I
quite a
think
good
they
thing.
made about 384, and it's going to be like £500
I think
donated to Reece cerebral palsy, isn't it?
Loki is elder god.
Oh,
I,
is yours?
yeah, she's a bit. She's not
I've got.
haunted. I just
Is
think
she?
she's just a lovely energy. To be fair,
Well, you don't say that about a doll, do you? Really?
no,
So she's got to have
I
something
think
going
she's
for her.
broke. Actually, I think
So,
I'm gonna fix her. I think she's broke.
oh,
She is
bless you.
lovely though. Go back down there. I
I
speak to her
did.
like a human being sometimes. To be fair,
Oh,
go on.
bless you. Mine are in a chair in the dining room, so I've got two in the dining room,
Yeah.
and I've got them. One from a coffee shop where they're annoyed because people were saying that they freaked them out, and she kept falling off a shelf. And they said, "Oh, we don't know what to do with this doll." Oh, I'll have her, no problem. I've got a dodgy mirror what I got from Phil Newton.
Yeah, I mean, I think you mentioned that maybe before,
That
haven't you?
mirror, yeah. I've got another doll which was found in the Aldi car park. So somebody on a local Facebook group said, "Oh, I've got this doll. I was going to get it to put Halloween face on it, but then it started freaking my dog out. So I collected it, and the dog was shaking as it got passed to me,
Oh,
even though it was locked in the kitchen because it's an XL bully and it had big teeth.
yeah, yeah.
Didn't like people, so it's actually locked in the kitchen. It somehow got out, tried to approach me, saw the doll, and started shaking.
How strange.
Yeah, and the bloke said the night before he'd tried to get a ghost out, started calling out, and a picture fell off the wall right behind the doll. So things happen, and is it paranormal? We don't know, but it adds to the backstory, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, is it just an energy that's linked onto the doll, but also linked onto the person, and also something from the land as well?
That's it.
That's going and just going back in one go and just connecting all together in one go and
Yeah,
creating that thing, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean by that?
yeah, that's
Is it
right.
just because it all combines into one?
Yeah,
Is that what's making it haunted, or is that what's a lot
yeah.
helping with the haunting, or making the haunting worse? I don't know. I mean,
W-
we did a house once, and the young couple, the parents never had nothing in the house. They didn't feel anything, experience anything.
Yeah,
As soon as we went in the house, they started saying, "Oh, yeah, they were falling out. They were having this and all that." And then me being me, I like to go around the house and just see if they've brought anything in the house to start
right.
off with straight away, like a doll or a picture or anything like that. And they showed us something. I think it was like an old Indian mask, and I thought, well, there's nothing coming off that. It's fine. But the more you get into it and you speak to them, the more they open up and tell you, well, you're arguing, yeah, a lot over bits and bobs because the hauntings made them really argue. But you then find out they live near a quarry, a sandstone quarry,
Right.
with obviously this silica, and we all know what silica records things. We all know that. I mean, that's
If
that.
if it exists,
Yeah, that's yeah. I
right.
think personally, silica, anything like that, the land just records for me.
I like the theory. I don't know.
But there's water there as well, though, Jacqueline.
Yeah,
So
I've
is it
heard it.
all? Is it
I've heard
all?
Richard mention it, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
don't you?
Um, I don't know. I've seen him try to recreate it and nearly blow himself up. So basically, it was in the cell at Derby Jail. He'd got a smoke machine. He'd got lights going through it. He then connected nails to the wall and electric or something, and he tried to create something, and he touched it and gave himself a spark. So.
Well, it's like that residual energy thing, but is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word or not. Residual energy. I don't know.
We don't know.
No.
Like, some people will go, "Oh, it's this," and they'll describe it, and they'll have a word, and it's got a description, but we don't truly know.
No,
We've got to go on what we believe and what is right for our minds. Surely.
I mean, we are probably seeing recordings. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. There probably is. I mean, I saw something at Moseley Old Hall, and it wasn't just a second thing. It was like a 2-minute thing. It was just like a constant repeat. Now, was that my imagination, or was that since? But to me, I could actually see him walking through the garden,
walking. This is you doubting. As a medium,
over and over again.
Doubting.
Yeah. No, I'm not doubting. I'm not doubting because I know I saw it.
There you go. You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it.
But then I'll step back and go, but is that my imagination? But if it's imagination, I wouldn't keep seeing it like that.
No, that's right.
For it run 2 or 3 minutes, to me is quite a. I've seen something.
And you remember it.
Yeah, and I remembered it, and that's the thing. I remembered it. I've not forgotten it.
Remember it.
Yeah, and I can still remember it now. I can still see it plain as day. And it's there, but I think back then I don't think that wall was there. I think that might be all open gardens then.
Okay.
So they were just walking through the garden, basically.
Oh wow!
I'm not sure whether they were. I think it goes back to Elizabethan times, or whether they were Georgian. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. I could sort of tell you it was that sort of outfits and costumes he got on.
Interesting.
But I didn't sort of physically see him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't. It's a bit hard to explain because if you see something like that,
was she in your mind's eye or?
Yeah, it was like in my mind's eye.
Yeah.
It was there.
Yeah, that's like me doing. Yeah. That's it.
Because someone said to me, "Have you ever seen a ghost?" And I've gone, "No."
Well, I don't.
But
how do you define have you seen a ghost?
Exactly.
Do they mean have you seen something which, like, is a shadow classed as a ghost?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen an apparition? I've seen a dark mask gain more dark mass and then gain a face.
I mean, I'm not much.
I actually saw that.
I'm not.
I don't class that. I've seen an apparition.
But it's like people saying, "Oh, they see a shadow figure." Where's that come from? A shadow figure? Surely that's. Are you seeing a ghost?
Yeah.
But to me, a shadow figure is just. Yeah, it's a darker figure. I understand that. I'm not. But what did you find as a ghost then like that? Because a dark figure and a ghost is probably the same thing. Is it just your mind's eye what you've seen?
Can I say, hi, Mandy? Oh, bless you. I got the party started late, in all fairness. I didn't even do the event until about 6 o'clock tonight.
I know, it was about that time, yeah.
And but to be fair, we both saw 2 ghosts on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, we did, fairness, yeah. And I think they were fake. I think one was definitely fake.
Well, I think you named one of them, didn't you?
I think I did, yeah. That, I tell you what, Jacqueline, that's a perfect time that I've ever experienced in my life. I literally walked past him as he said, "I wear this because no one knows who I am." And I went, "All right, Kev."
Yeah, so we had a fancy dress party, and Laurie and Jones and Kev Paranormal, they were wearing white sheets.
Oh, it's funny.
And we posted it on Paranormal Path video, and it's so funny. And especially his photos of Kev with the fag hanging out his mouth.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they were incredible. So, like, the first ones to dance on the dance floor, with two ghosts, you know, and it was just
funny.
brilliant. The night was just starting, and there they were dancing, and yeah, it was brilliant. And what can you say about haunted happenings and their fancy dress
Oh,
costume?
that's
So
yeah,
I,
that was so good, so
I,
good.
I'd just come down. I'd just got ready, and I'd come downstairs. Then they were all upstairs, and they got changed in a room, and they all came down in a procession, wearing monks and vicars and all sorts of
Yeah,
costumes, all robed up, you know, carrying a coffin, all
brilliant.
somber, serious, and it was just so funny.
And then YMCA come on, didn't he? At the same
Yeah,
time,
and
he
then
come down.
and as this walked in, YMCA came on, and that was it.
That was
They
it. They're
dropped
all
the
up, weren't
coffin
they?
on the
Oh,
dance floor,
brilliant.
but it was, you know, and this is it. You know, we might be paranormal investigators, and we might do this weird thing. You know, what a lot of people think is a weird hobby, but don't stop us drinking, having parties, and having fun.
No.
My gosh, like the fancy dress. I don't know if it's on or not, and my meal was booked. I think I went for a meal about 6 o'clock. So then by the time the meal was finished, it's like, oh, can I be asked to do fancy dress? And, you know, I went to see Neil. He was in the dance floor. He was in about 7:45. No one was there. I thought, oh, because it didn't start till 8. And I thought, well, is anyone wearing fancy dress? I thought, oh, do I don't? I bought fancy dress along. So then Amanda had gone back to change into fancy dress. Thought, well, I better do it if she's doing it.
Yeah,
I
Catwoman.
just texted her, and yeah, she was. I thought, oh, I better sort myself out then.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I got changed, and yeah,
And how
like
good?
what,
And how
80%
good?
were wearing fancy
Yeah.
dress.
And how good we don't scare Claire and her husband?
I didn't know.
Beetlejuice.
I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, they were absolutely brilliant. Their costumes were absolutely fantastic.
And Are You Haunted?
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
But don't scare Claire. I didn't have a clue who she was. And it's the first time I've actually spoken to Don't Scare Claire.
Yeah, it was me as well.
But
they were lovely though, weren't they both lovely? They were just lovely people to speak to.
And I didn't realise, like, she's really keen on history.
Yeah, she's probably,
so, you know, you see the images of her, you see the YouTube, and give her a watch, you know, you know, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Well, I first heard about her on Penny's Haunted Histories podcast, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get in touch with Don't Scare Claire.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her on, so we'll see what I can do.
Hopefully, we can get them on, because they are. I mean, they're both here, and her husband were brilliant.
Yeah,
they're really nice people.
Contact her, so I've just left a message on the page because I haven't got to how to contact her. So I've left a message to see what I could do, and I'm just looking for a photo really, because what I did, like when people came, quite a few different people came on Sunday who I haven't seen before, and I met some great teams. So there's White House Investigations. So they're quite quiet, and they do things between them. You know what I mean? They don't go that public. Also, there's I can't read it. What am I like? Rorik's Paranormal. So I met those as well. So they were lovely to chat to, and we had a conversation with them. And then there's Paranormal Tea Roof as well. And their logo. Look at their logo. I don't know if you can see it. Their logo, look at that.
They were sitting by me when we were listening to Barry's talk. And on my Paranormal Stalker page, they always like me post, to be fair, and I never got to speak to them.
Yeah.
And I found that, so hopefully if they go Inkley, I'll be able to get to speak to them.
Yeah.
That's them, yeah. They were sitting right next to me. Yeah.
People.
Yeah. And I never got a chance to speak to them.
And they've had flack. So they go out about twice a week, and people are going, oh, you should go out more. And they take the dog for a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
And people are criticising them because they've taken the dog out. Oh, you shouldn't take the dog in the woods. What the
Oh,
hell?
God.
You know, like, leave people alone.
Well, to be
You know,
fair, the dog might pick things up better than what they were.
well, my dog's been
Yeah,
on ghost
yeah,
hunts. You know,
yeah, exactly.
when I've been to Scotland, he had to. I don't know if he was
Oh,
that impressed.
Jacqueline, what about Stanley the dog?
Oh, little cutie.
Well, Stanley, wasn't Stanley a lovely, lovely dog, wasn't he?
He was a little
He's
sweet
lovely.
guy, weren't they?
Yeah,
There are a few dogs there as well because
yeah,
there's a couple I met at the Skegness Parafest. I was actually a speaker there twice, and I met them there. And I was camping there. And they came over and said, "Oh, we're going to the Parafest." So I know I'm a speaker, and I sort of got to know them. And then I did the speech, and then like we got in touch, and then they came to the next one I did as well.
yeah.
And you know, when I posted about this, I decided to come to the Parameet. So she's got mobility problems.
Oh, she got the 3 dogs.
The three
Yeah,
chihuahuas,
yeah, the
yeah.
3 chihuahuas. Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
so like
yeah,
they were absolutely gorgeous, weren't they? But
yeah.
they had problems getting home because they're in a motorhome, and the motorhome
Broke down, didn't it?
broke down 5 minutes
Yeah.
from home. So
Oh,
what a complete nightmare! And it's a shocking night to drive home as well. It was fine when I left.
yeah, well, yeah, it was.
I had to get home, but dear me, that the road from the other direction was well solid.
Well, we stopped because Richard Felix turned up, didn't he?
Oh,
So we stopped. We stopped to see Richard to talk anyway. So
lucky you did, yeah,
I know
because I
there
had to
wasn't
get
many
home
there,
for dinner.
Jacqueline.
Hey?
A lot of people have gone home.
Well, this is the one, isn't it? You
Yeah,
know, like I wanted to see him. I've heard him speak a lot. What more can I say? But I did
yeah,
want to see him, and yeah, it's there, isn't it?
yeah.
So yeah, it's a shame I didn't see him, but he turned
Did
up.
you did you experience anything in that hotel?
Well, yes, 3
Go on,
things.
just go on, go on. I'm interested
N-
because
Number one, on the second day, I made myself a coffee. Just sat there. Coffee was nearly empty. Then the lid of the kettle popped up.
right, okay,
Now, would
yeah,
it do that automatically? I don't know.
yeah,
This,
yeah. It's questionable, isn't it? But yeah,
well,
I go with that. Yeah,
then
yeah,
again, like,
yeah,
whenever I went into the room any other time, the lid wasn't popping up.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? But it popped up, and I don't know why.
yeah.
Okay. I bumped into Julie Holiday finally, Equinox Paranormal. And in 2019, she had this doll, a lover babe doll or something. And she went to a house in Wakefield. It had bad energy, it needed sorting, and it had this doll here. And then she used to take it on ghost hunts. And then 2019, she thought, we can't take it on ghost hunts. This is a bit too much, and it's a bit too hardcore, really.
Yeah, yeah.
So she decided to like keep it away and stuff like that and work with it. Well, she also brought it to the Parameet. You met it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That doll was mad, mad.
Yeah. Well, it
That
told
was a
somebody
mad
to,
doll.
yeah. Well, it called me a whore,
And
and it told somebody to yeah,
F
do
off.
one. And it growled at her as well. So Julie from JV Paranormal, it growled at her, then came out with an expletive.
It was when you spoke to it, it moved.
Yeah.
It responded, didn't it? It was like, are you speaking to me? It's like strange doll.
But
Strange.
is that how it works?
I don't know.
Does the voice drive emotion?
I think it must do. Yeah,
And
but
this is the one as well. But
it
I was
responded so quickly though.
I
That
know,
was my thing.
but also right. There's one stage where there's a lady and a gentleman, and the lady had had children, and she was rubbing its stomach because it was like a baby.
Yeah,
So she's rubbing this doll's stomach, and it's going all like happy noises. It was really happy. So whether you don't know if it's a sensor or what,
Yeah,
how it's
yeah,
or it's
yeah,
positioning. So
yeah.
then we passed it to a man, and it just like nodded off.
Yeah,
To pass it back to the woman for it to do it again and nod off again. So then I got my camera out. So I said, like, third time, give it a fuss, see it, and then pass it to the man. It stayed awake, didn't it?
strange.
So as
Very
soon as I got the
strange.
camera out, it changed what had been happening.
It was a
So
very strange doll, wasn't it? Very,
yeah,
very. I don't know. I just found it very strange.
it
And it was
it
reacting and
it was
everything.
strange anyway because when it's got kind of a like face and it's moving its
Yeah,
eyes and
yeah,
you've got that anyway, but it was I am really grateful to finally meet this doll
yeah,
because and to meet Julie as well. Like,
yeah,
she's amazing. She works for the Warren Foundation. So she goes and investigates haunting, people
yeah.
contact them and then she goes out. But yeah, and I've got 30 minutes of an invest. But when Julie went in my room, she says there's a hell of a lot of energy in that room. So whether it was the room having energy or me, I don't know. But yeah.
I
But
got up on the Friday night to go toilet in the night, and I felt I got to move around something in the bedroom to go to the toilet.
interesting.
There was something there,
Yeah.
but Saturday night for me, what Tracy got as I heard it, Tracy heard it was someone like moving stuff around.
Yeah.
This is 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. No.
He woke her up. He woke her up, and we spoke to the staff after downstairs. We said no one. There's no staff moving stuff around that time of the morning.
Yeah.
And we both heard it. Tracy heard it more than me, and that's why we asked the question the next morning.
Yeah.
Now, what was that? I mean, personally, to me, it sounded like the wardrobe's got the coat hangers in.
All right. Yeah.
And so the coat hangers make that noise, don't they, when they moved in that
The
hotel?
rascal, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it sounded like to me. But then there's other bits when it was moving around, and very strange, very, very strange. I don't know.
On the first morning, so we're talking about 10 to 10. I was helping Julie pack her set up because she's just trying to get things out on the store because we couldn't get the room to a last minute because there'd been an event on the previous night.
Yeah.
On the Friday night. So they had to get in early and sort everything out. So she's unpacking everything and we're looking for something. Now she was like that way, but there's a stall there. And not the first stall, but the second stall along, they had some jewellery on it. And there was some rings. And it was on a display. And one of the rings went flying and landed virtually under someone's feet by the table that I was standing at. Now, it's stationary, so it wouldn't fall.
No.
But even so, if it fell, it would have rolled on the floor near the table.
Yeah, it would have rolled. Yeah.
Not jumped over a table.
No, it would have fallen by the table, wouldn't it? If falling off, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Even if it rolled a little bit, it still wouldn't be that
not
far away.
Distance.
Yeah.
Not about 4 or 5 meters.
No.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So I saw it land. I didn't know where it had come from, but I saw it land. And then about 20 minutes later, the end stall was a crystal ball, like a school, like a crystal ball.
Yeah.
And it was on there. It's decoration. A person walked by. They didn't catch the table. The floor didn't vibrate there. I know in another spot, people will walk and the floorboard and things will fall off a table. Fair enough. But there's no reason for it. And they'd walk by it. And the crystal ball, I saw it rise and fly and come over.
See, why can't I see anything like this? Why can't I see it?
And And also, like, in the hotel as well, they said all of a sudden, they were getting quite a bit of weird stuff happening.
I think, well, I think on, the Sunday when it was all finished on the Sunday,
Yeah.
I swear I saw someone's hand go up next to Tracy, and there's no one sitting next to her.
Wow. Yeah.
And I might have been, it might have just been reflection from outside. I don't know, but it did look like someone's hand going up,
Wow.
like to ask a question.
Interesting.
But then I don't know. I think maybe just the energy was building up as everyone was leaving again. I think. But
Yeah.
what's fascinating me? Why is there no history of the place?
Wow.
We can't find any history. No one can.
You know what? You know what's just come in my head? It had a different name. When you ask that, it's called something else.
But the thing is, though, with that though, Jacqueline, surely there should be the site could have history. So the name that was before, it'd be written down. All everyone seems to know it's just a Grade 2 listed building, and that's it. I don't know. I don't
When you
understand.
said the name's called something different. So whether that, I don't. That just popped in my head randomly. So yeah.
I mean, that I understand. I get that because a lot of buildings do change names, don't they? I get that. I understand that, but I'm just puzzled why we can't find history of the place.
Yeah, but then like places, if places are historical, they'll tend to post it.
Yeah.
But then if they don't post it, then it's how many people actually are interested and look into it.
Yeah.
Or people see a nice building.
Well, hopefully, from that event now, people may look at the history of it a little bit more and try to delve a little bit deeper, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right. Because the last place we went to, we managed to get some history. We did the investigation and then we managed to tie it up. Some of the information we got.
Yeah. But I just found it a bit, because there was definitely something about the building, definitely. Because the building was, the hotel was lovely. I mean, to me, I thought the staff and everything were fantastic on that event.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fantastic. The staff were lovely.
Really nice. Yeah.
And they were quite open talking about ghosts and stuff as well, hauntings. So they were quite open about it.
Yeah. I had a laugh with a few staff as well.
Yeah.
I sort of said, to one of them, "Oh, do you want to hold my haunted doll?"
Yeah.
And it was fun. Oh yeah, when I had that other doll as well, when I borrowed that. It's like, it was incredible, and it is a stunning place, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I just couldn't get it because when you went upstairs, obviously it had quite a large area upstairs, but they've got like a row of rooms, and then they've got a corridor. Then a couple of rows, and I didn't get a window. My room didn't have a window. It had a window in the ceiling.
Oh, did it? Oh, right.
So whether it's like a huge ballroom thing up there or something, it wouldn't have been a one bedroom. I can't get how, you know what I mean? They've put all these hotel rooms in it, but I can't work out the original purposes upstairs.
No.
And also there's a bit of a slope which you used to have a fall down or trip up, because you're walking along the floor and all of a sudden.
I know what you mean. So, that slope.
You don't look, do you? You just. So that obviously was probably a bit of the building built afterwards or something, attached to the main property. But I couldn't understand. It's not obviously always been a hotel. But
no, it's been a house, hasn't it? Yeah.
Have it laid out like that. So I don't get.
I don't know. It's got to have been a house, hasn't it, beforehand, I would have said. So or something like that. Because, but it's right. I'm just really puzzled by there's no history. Well, no internet history, I should say, shouldn't I?
Well, really? They haven't published it.
They haven't published it. So obviously, if you went to the records office, you'd probably find what was there from whatever time, wouldn't you? So
because
that's maybe
hotels. If they are out in the country, then it will sort of give some history and. But Maybe there's
But
something we don't know and they don't want us to know about.
but Pontefract, I mean, we went for a wander around Pontefract. I mean, Pontefract Castle for me was
Wow.
fantastic. Around the
I was
castle.
impressed. Now, I knew the Paramount was in Pontefract.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's number 30 East Drive there.
Yeah. I went. We
And
went. Yeah.
you went, I went.
Yeah.
And I sort of asked if I could sort of get in for a bit on the Friday, but he had a problem getting everything in place to do that.
Yeah.
But I got there. I went anyway, just to check it out. And bumped into a bloke outside. I don't know. I was just aimlessly wandering around, and I did
Yeah.
a little live to put on the page as well. As probably everybody does. And this bloke sort of said, "Oh," he walked by, then he came back like about 5 minutes later. And he says, "Oh, are you interested in the house?" I says, "Yeah, you know, obviously." And he said, "Oh, that he helps out there, so he used to help with the key there. So he must have been keeping an eye on it and me arriving. And then Carol was actually in the house cleaning it. So he told us to go and knock on the door, so I did.
Yeah.
But the owner was going to come, so I didn't get
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to sort of wait around for the owner to see if I could actually get in. But I've been chatting to people and I'm planning on going next year to finally take it off a list. So
Yeah.
it's weird because what I did, like when I went, I Googled Pontefract, tried to work out where to go. Now, if there's a black monk associated with the house, I wanted to know where the monastery was.
Yeah.
I Googled where the sites were. I went to the castle first. Absolutely amazing place, free to get in.
Yeah.
That's
Totally
wonderful.
agree.
Hi, Carl. Hope you. Even though in 1649 they knocked it down because they're fed up of people fighting in the Civil War
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah.
1649 or 1689. Just I remember numbers, so
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. And yeah, they didn't like everyone fighting from the castle all the time, so knocked it down
Yeah.
to how it is today, and then let the bricks from the castle be used in the town,
Yeah.
which is amazing, isn't it?
Did
So
you
they,
pick anything up there?
hey,
Did you pick anything up there?
no, it's annoying. I wanted to get in the dungeon. I like
Yeah, it was shut
dungeons,
wanted, that was, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was
but
shut wanted. Yeah.
the school kids having a tour. I
Yeah.
tried to do a bit of a live feed, but like, oh god, no, school kids, ignore them. But no, it's
Do you know
nice.
where do
Yeah,
you know where the brewing house was? When you walk in, you walk around, it's like I think it was a brewing house, something like that. There's loads of like kilns, like fireplaces.
yeah.
I touched the wall there, I got something there.
What did you?
Just like my head went dead fuzzy and dead
Oh, that's awesome.
strange. But that's what I like getting. That to me is enough for me. It's enough for me. Just to know,
Yeah.
I know there's still something around that building. It's still there, or it's coming.
Yeah.
It's in the walls, isn't it? So to me,
Oh,
it's just memories in the
definitely.
walls that you're probably getting, and that's the way I look at it anyway. But to get something
Yeah,
like that, it was great.
I've got things through touching a tree before.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
you've got imagery of
Yeah.
what the place looked like before,
Yeah.
you know, the houses were there. And yeah, it's fascinating what you can do, you know.
It is when you don't expect it, and that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you don't expect it and you get
Yeah.
something, it's the biggest
That is special,
belief
yeah.
thing for you, special, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
But
that's the way
after
I
that,
look at it.
but right near the castle, just down the hill is a church, All Saints Church.
Yeah.
And it's got a church in it.
I found
So,
no. Listen, I did actually get excited when I come down there because I found the Anglo-Saxon church at the bottom of the hill,
yeah, I saw the Anglo-Saxon
and
church. Got some
that for
photos of
me,
that.
I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the first religious churches in Pontefract. When you look at that and you go, "Oh my god!" And then you look at the big church across the road, and you think from that to that,
To
you
that,
think, "Oh, it's like." I'm not religious, but I just love churches,
I
especially the
I
old
do
ones.
love
Yeah,
churches. They are fantastic buildings.
yeah,
Like in my book, which will get published one day,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
it's
hurry up for that,
been
Jacqueline,
a
will you?
right
For God's sake.
bloody nightmare.
Yeah,
And now, like, I thought I finished it January, and it's now. I've
yeah,
taken it back and I'm rewriting it again,
yeah. Oh God.
basically.
Yeah,
But it's just like oh God, you think you finished it, and like, then oh no, it's just one of them, isn't it? Because
well,
I'm not a writer. Hey?
Amanda thought I was writing a book. Amanda did. She says, "Are you getting on with your book?" I'm not doing a book. She says, "Yes,
Oh,
you
bless
are." I said, "I'm
you.
not. I'm not. I'm not doing a book." She says, "No, you're going to
Uh,
do a book." I was like, "No."
Amanda is a great medium, so
Yeah.
I would say that you probably are doing a book. You don't
No,
realize
no,
it yet.
no, 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 not
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
No. I can't have it. There's no chance. There's no chance. I'd like to, but there's no chance. I don't think. I know.
Don't know.
Nah.
You can't say. Who knows?
No.
I wrote one. I don't know how. Because when I started, I wrote a lot of historical things, thinking I don't know how I'm going to fill. I wanted about 60,000 words. I don't know how I'm going to fill that much, and I've done about 69k words. So yeah,
I think
no pictures, or maybe there
no.
will.
Just yeah. I I think when my article gets published, I've written,
Yeah,
it probably might make me step back and go, right, I could do more of this.
yeah,
I'd
that's
like
it.
to. I'd like to, because I'd like to write more. I'd like to. I've got my own views on stuff, and I'd like to write about it.
Good for you.
It's what
And
I'd
so
like
you
to do.
should.
And
But,
I think with me, what puts me off is my self confidence a little bit. Even though it's coming, I'm losing that a little bit now. I am getting a bit better. But where
yeah,
writing is concerned, what concerns me is with my dyslexia as well. And I get in from work, and it's like, oh. But I so want to, and that's so frustrating for me, wanting to do it and not having not making myself do it. If you know what I mean? You
yeah,
know what I
I get
mean?
you.
I want to do it, but I can't make myself do it, and that gets very frustrating for me. But I might do it.
Yeah,
No,
well,
no. In fact, no, I'm not might do it. I will do it.
there will be a time when it
Yeah,
suits
yeah.
you, and that's the thing, isn't it?
Just going back to East Drive, I mean,
Yeah.
when I went, I took a photograph. Someone come to the window, you know. I went, oh shit. I thought, what's someone in the house? You know, is it? You know what I mean? Anyway, but I got drawn to the roundabout. Is it like a roundabout, green?
It's yeah.
That
So
that that area there,
in
I got really
Nottingham, they've
drawn
got
to that.
in Nottingham they've got things called circles. So it's like a big roundabout thing,
Yeah,
and it's a roundabout with grass on it, and you got all houses around it.
but that I got told on Sunday. Was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. When I mentioned it to an individual, I can't say anything because I don't think it's official.
Right.
But someone was apparently hung on that green.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But I don't think they died on the green. I don't think they actually died on the
Interesting.
green. They were taken down before they died.
Wow.
Now, if that's true, how have I managed to get that? I don't know anything about that. Pontefract. I've
Wow.
never been Pontefract till the weekend.
Yeah.
Now, that's fascinating for me because if I've got something there that I'm still
Yeah.
not a medium, but what have I got? Is that psychic energy? Is that mediumship? Is that I don't know. I don't know.
Very interesting, but
Yeah,
I didn't actually see the shops, but I did see the historical sites, which are all around the
yeah,
castle.
yeah,
And also there's a monastery there as well.
yeah,
And I went to see the monastery. It's been all flattened. So I did a
yeah.
quick live of it. But apparently, according to Barry Frankish, there's something called Monk Hill or something.
That's
There used
right.
to
I
be
think
a
you mentioned something
monastery
like that
on
to me.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
So, like when I asked the owner of East Drive where the monastery was, where the Black Monk came from, I
yeah,
asked him, because you do, don't you?
yeah.
And he sort of admitted that, yeah, it's the one I mentioned. But I also sort of said to it, I did get a chance to speak to the owner of East Drive because he came to the Parameet
Yeah, I did.
and he was
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
first speaker.
yeah.
So I didn't really listen much to his speech because I was busy
I
doing the
know. I
tickets
missed it.
and
I missed it
everything.
as well. To be fair, I was yapping.
Yeah, so it's
But he's
quite
supposed to be
early
very
on,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah, he's supposed to be
And
very good talk. Apparently, from what I'm gathering, he spoke very well about the place. Apparently, didn't he? From what I've
yeah,
heard.
but when I was talking to him privately before it, and he seemed an all right guy actually.
Yeah,
I sort of said, "Are you scared to go in the house?" And he is, and that's what, because I think the question caught him out a bit, but
yeah.
I said, "Oh, I don't know how to say this question," and just came out of it. I'm like, "Oh, are you scared of being in the house?" Because like when he spoke to me, he said he used to be a skeptic, and then he has experienced a lot there, but I can't say anything about whether it's haunted or not,
No, I
or
can't. I can't
because
either.
I haven't been, and even if you go once and nothing happens,
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that there's not
it's not
something
haunted.
there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and to be honest, with all the ghost hunters going, there's bound to be something left there,
Well,
spirit
yeah.
wise or whatever. So
I mean, I've got friends who've been twice, and they've said it's not been anything special,
yeah.
but they won't go back again. So what's that tell you?
Well, exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he must have something there that's drawing everyone back there. But like you said,
Well,
if that many
maybe
people
maybe
investigated,
it's probably drawing people because it's number one on some of the lists
yeah,
for top
yeah.
paranormal place.
But with
And
you saying what you just said there, with the most people that are going in there as well, what have they created in there?
yeah, that's right. And
Yeah, and
has
that's
it got rooms with dolls in and stuff as well?
oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I don't know. I think, if it's got items in there as well, once again, you don't know if that's causing something, do you?
Well, they could be picking anyone's energy up that's been in there, couldn't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
and like I said before, if that is true about the hanging
Yeah,
outside the house, that could be it could be that's haunting it. It could be. I
yeah.
don't know.
Also, not far away from an original battlefield.
Yes, I believe. Yeah,
I saw an old map, so you've got that as
yeah,
well. Also near there, the site of 3 natural wells,
yeah.
and
Which
there's
is
a
a
real
water thing again, Jacqueline. That's a water
yeah,
thing again. See,
exactly.
so
And I was speaking to somebody who went, and they basically said there's water running under the property.
yeah, yeah,
So I didn't listen to the speech, but we don't know. But I was trying to get it right in my head because it's right in the middle of a housing estate. And
I
you
know.
have
Yeah,
to drive a bit to get in it. The neighbours obviously don't seem too impressed because it's like, "Don't park outside my house." And they've got CCTV all
yeah,
around
they have.
the
Yeah,
house as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
But then, not everybody in the paranormal are sort of as reputable or, look careful like we are they?
We parked down the bottom of the road. And
I
down the bottom of the road, there's like a new building. I don't know if it's offices or whether it's like a centre.
okay.
But that was quite interesting for me because I was getting stuff around there.
Wow.
So
Which
not
would
nothing
be
major, but you can feel
interesting,
that
yeah.
feeling, can't you? You feel a feeling that you get through your body, and you're thinking, what was here before that building? What have they disturbed? What have they moved? What have they changed around? What have they dug up? What have they and and that's what I like about all the stuff about the paranormal.
Mm.
You don't know what you're going to get anywhere, do you? You
No,
don't
that's
know.
it.
Yeah.
No, it's
If you
only
get
when I
something,
went
it's a
on
bonus.
it's only when I went on a local ghost hunt at a school that they sort of said, "Oh, all the houses around here have an Anglo-Saxon graveyard underneath
Yeah,
them."
you wouldn't know
Yay,
that, would
my
you?
house,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
need to
oh,
actually check that one out.
where's that? Where's that? Because I need no go. I need to go there.
I'm
That's
I'm
fine.
right I'm actually right near an original Saxon cross as well. Hmm.
See,
So,
that's
the Saxon cross used to be where it was, and then they sort of did a road, and they sort of made the road wider for cars, and
yeah,
then moved the Saxon cross into a churchyard.
Yeah.
And I've always been fascinated by that church and churchyard because I used to have to go there as a child. So, but yeah.
The ancient stuff. I mean, there's three Anglo-Scandinavian crosses in a church not far from us. Now they're Anglo-Scandinavian, and they're right on the border. Well, they're not far from the River Dove, to be fair. So the Derbyshire, Staffordshire border.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're literally, 5 mile, if that.
Wow.
But the Scandinavians never in Staffordshire. So, hang on. So why is there Anglo-Scandinavian cross in Staffordshire? Because the River Dove was obviously the border of the Danelaw, obviously. So they must have been coming in anyway. They must have been. So they've definitely been into Staffordshire. I know they have. They've definitely been there. The Vikings have. So, like I say, Derby was full of Vikings. Nottingham.
Yeah.
And the River Dove's a tributary off the River Trent, I think. And then off the River Dove, then is the River Tean, which obviously would have been bigger then. So they must have come into just. I mean, there's a little church there, obviously, where there originally. They would have come and looked at that church, wouldn't they? Or looked at that religious site there and come into it.
Yeah.
They've obviously preached there because there's bloody 3 Anglo-Scandinavian crosses there, for God's sake. You know what I mean?
But what are the crosses for? What were they used for?
Well, they reckon it was the site before the church. So they preached.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they reckon they preached religion from that site. But it's not far. The village that it's in, there was it must have been just a lane at the time because the Roman road was Reichenard Street. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
So Reichenard Street's not far. So we live just off Reichenard Street. We actually live off the Roman road where we live now.
Wow, incredible.
So that road ran up through to Tean, an area called Tean, and it sort of turned and went up. But the other way, going to Checkley, where these crosses are, it's like the road follows round now. Originally, it went straight up the Roman road, which went to Roaston and on to Derby. But that was obviously a lane, but it was obviously used because they put a church in that little village there.
But I find that a lot of villages had churches at some stage, like specifically like Norfolk, and yet why? Because there aren't that many people.
No, I know, and Checkley was only a small place then, but I think there was a monastery. I mean, the name's gone out of my head, and I should know this. Oh my God! Well, I forgot the name of the road, but there's a monastery not far from where that church is. But that would be a spin-off of that church. But the stories down across are that 3 monks were killed, and they were put there as a mark of the 3 monks killed when the Vikings come in the county, and all little stories like that. Personally, myself, I don't think them crosses were there originally. That's my opinion. I'm no expert, but I think they were close to the River Tean. That's my opinion, but I might be wrong. I'm no expert, so I can't say. I've just got a feeling that they were further close to the river. But the river might have been closer then. I don't know. It could have been rerouted. So,
well, that's it. You don't know. Checking our plans, do you?
But Checkley, I'll tell you this story. Tell you a quick one. My friend lives in Checkley. Go in his house. It's across where the church is. He's got some old wooden beams in there and stuff like that. Well, me going in, I'm touching the beams, getting a bit of stuff in this. And he said to me one day, go over to the wall. So you go into the room. Well, first of all, when you go into his house, a little girl comes and greets you all the time. It's a ghost. It's a spirit. Right. She greets you all the time when you go in. Touch the top of the wall, got enough to touch the bottom one. Oh my God, what this is really strange. He says, what do you mean? He said, it's really strange. He says, well, and I started telling the story about the Civil War.
Oh wow.
There's people hiding from the soldiers. And I thought that's really weird. What? And then he told me that because his mum and dad lived next door, the house is like a 2-story. So that lower wall is where the cellar was, and he'd never go down as a kid.
Oh my gosh.
So to me, I've got people hiding down there, like hiding from soldiers, because obviously Cromwell would destroy the churches once we know that, don't we?
Yeah.
So if he's come that way, if he has come that way, I'm not saying that the army did come that way. I'm not sure which army it was, to be fair, but you would hide, wouldn't you? I don't know if there was houses there or not back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it just seems, but where would I get a story of the Civil War and people hiding from, and just come out with that? For me, it's just that blew my mind a little bit, and I still can't explain that now. So you go searching for like Civil War records, don't you, and stuff like that. And there was definitely an army stationed in Utoxeter,
Oh,
and they had to
wow.
go from Utoxeter to get to the Leak where they were marching to. They had to go down that road, or
Okay.
or they went the Roman roadway, which is not nearby. But surely, if you'd heard of an army in the local village or local town nearby, you're going to hide, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not going to know, are you? So I found that very interesting. That's a bit of a paranormal thing for me that I can't explain as well. But
That's
I
lovely
just
when
had,
it's so local to you as well, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's something, I'm not saying it's in your blood, but you know, it's who and where you are, isn't it? Like, I'm so proud that we've got a Saxon cross.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fascinating. Like, people of the town don't bother. They
No.
don't appreciate it.
Where I was born, like a place called Woolstanton in Staffordshire. Well, Maybank, Woolstanton in Staffordshire. That's gone old. That's on a big hill. The church is.
Yeah.
Now that goes back, and that's named after Saint Woolston or something, or Saint Woolston. But apparently, I found out recently, he come over the Normans, and he was friends with William the Conqueror.
Ooh.
And that's local to where I used to live. And, oh my God! Like, I didn't know that until recently.
That's
But that's
weird.
got to be the site of an old site. I would say that's probably an old pagan site as well at some point.
Mm.
Which, because obviously we know they put the churches on old pagan sites and stuff like that, don't we? We know that, don't we? So that's another interesting place, really. And I look at that now and I think to myself, God, I live down the road from that. It's like when you get older and you find these things out you didn't know when you were younger. It's fascinating, isn't it?
Well, you take things for granted, don't you? This is the
Yeah,
thing, you know,
yeah,
and if you live in a beautiful place, you just take it
yeah.
for granted all the time. And yeah,
I,
it's
I
very
always say that to my
strange.
sister because my sister lives up the northeast, and I always say to her, "You got all this up here." Yeah, but I know it's only a castle, isn't it? It's only this. I'm thinking,
Really a
oh
castle.
God, it's only a
Yeah.
castle. Like, you know what I
Just
mean?
a
It's like,
castle.
yeah, just a castle.
That's all.
Yeah,
But yeah, that are some incredible places, and
yeah.
I was really surprised by Pontefract.
It did
You know,
surprise me. It did. It did surprise me. It's changed my old view. I mean, I obviously knew about the castle, and I obviously knew about Richard had been there and all that sort of stuff. But when you go and you see how big the castle was, it was a
yeah,
big place, wasn't it?
that's right.
Yeah,
It's fascinating, isn't it? And
and the
then to say
history.
that they just knocked it down because they didn't
Yeah,
want people fighting there.
yeah.
My
It's
gosh,
mad.
you know?
It's mad, isn't it?
I know, and
It's
yet
mad.
it was the government who wanted it knocking
Yeah,
down because of
yeah,
the Civil War.
yeah,
It's just, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Let's
We'll
stop
knock
the
it down.
fight
It's
and
all
get rid
right.
of that. And
Yeah,
obviously the fight would move somebody somewhere else. The vantage point would be different.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Hmm.
Pontefract is interesting, and yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to look round, and probably through the Parameet is going to lead me to go to East Drive next year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
My
But
friends won't go. They've said to me, they've actually said we'll try going next year. But I believe it's booked up about 2 years, isn't it? I don't know if that's true or
yeah,
not.
you can't
Yeah,
actually book it up yourself. This is the
no,
problem.
yeah,
So you you know if you want to book it, then you might be able to get a midweek or something.
yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Book a midweek, isn't it? Yeah,
But you know, there's two companies at least I know who do have it.
yeah,
Haunted Happenings have a lot of dates,
yeah,
and haunted house events as well.
yeah,
So if people do want a public event, and those two companies do it, but if you want to book it for yourself, that can
yeah.
be
That's
harder.
a
And
problem, isn't it? Yeah,
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 it's the costs and splitting it among the people
yeah,
and everything. Unless you know you do get 10 people who want to go on an event. So I think you
yeah,
are limited to 10 people when you go, aren't you?
yeah.
Something like
Probably.
that.
Well, imagine. I couldn't imagine you get any more in there anyway. Could you? I wouldn't.
Well, not noise contamination. No, it's a
No,
house, isn't it? Yeah, you can have 10 people in, but it's not really
not really.
comfortable in one room to have 10 people.
No,
you know. So
I think
and
probably
then
2 or 3 of you. I think 2 or 3 of you did. You could afford to do 2 or 3 of you. I think it'd be probably ideal place to do, wouldn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Because
that's
if you're
right.
in one room and you're all concentrating together, you're not going to get no outside interference, are you?
That's right. Well, you don't know
But
because people do know it's a haunted house.
yeah,
So you don't know what people in the street do you?
no, you don't. No, you don't. No,
Well,
we've
I
had
won't
that
go
before.
any
To be fair,
I won't go any further on that one.
no, we've had that
Yeah.
happen to us at one event we did years
Oh,
ago.
did
Place we
you?
used to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bloke who the caretaker was throwing bricks at the windows and everything, and, and
God.
that and that. Yeah, shame because that was nice, but it's derelict now. Actually, it's a shame.
Oh,
Old
wow.
pot bank, not far. It was a really nice place as well.
Oh, wow.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a sad
Yeah,
about a lot of buildings going, isn't it?
yeah,
Places like used to be a beautiful restaurant, really posh nosh. Well, not posh nosh because posh nosh didn't exist. You know, really posh
yeah,
food. Ben Bowers in Nottingham, and it's just as you've drove into a city, right on a corner, there's this building, and it's so stunning inside.
yeah.
You know, that ended up virtually derelict, and it was certainly empty for so long as well.
I
It's
mean,
so sad, isn't it?
but there's a good thing sometimes about paranormal groups. If they're willing, if that money goes to the upkeep of that building,
Yes.
I understand them charging a lot and what they charge. I understand that. I get that because if it
Yeah.
go, as long as it goes to building, not in their back pockets, which I know a lot of groups do that. I know it happens. I don't care what anyone
You
says to me. I know it happens.
you've
So
got you've got to be
yeah,
open. You run
yeah,
it as a business, do it as a business.
yeah.
You
But
know.
I just see, Jacqueline. I see places charging 30 quid for a place,
Yeah.
and then a company charging 70 quid for the same place.
Yeah.
Now, how does that make sense when they're taking the same amount of people as well?
It depends if they're paying wages, you
Yeah,
know.
well, that I got. Yeah, well, Barry told me that. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that some companies actually do pay wages, don't they? So,
Yeah, well, I
yeah,
didn't realise that some
no,
companies do pay wages.
yeah.
Some don't, you know. Some don't who charge high prices.
I
And
think
then
we
some
just all
offer it.
think. Go on, sorry.
Some like give volunteers expenses.
Yeah, yeah,
Some, you know, you just do it as a volunteer. Others pay good rates,
yeah.
you know, and it just depends on the company. And you shouldn't like be charging high price and not giving your staff something.
No, yeah, I
And
agree with
that's
that. 'Cause I
it,
mean,
you know, you've got to be
yeah,
open and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you
I think,
know, the person buying has got what they want from the service you're
yeah, of
providing.
course you have. And I think
You
if the
know,
group's honest with you to start off with, you haven't got a problem, have you?
that's right, yeah.
But I
But
think when
if
they're not
you're,
honest with you to start off with,
yeah,
that's when you've got a problem, haven't you? You've got to. It's got to.
yeah,
They've got to be honest with you, haven't they? The groups have, haven't they? Really, to be fair.
that's right, you
Yeah.
know.
And
So,
I've got no problem with that at all. If they're fair with me, I haven't got a problem
well,
with that.
you know, it depends on the price. You know, if you're
Yeah,
offering a decent, if you're getting in somewhere for a decent price, that's fine. But
yeah, yeah,
if you know that this company is charging loads and they're probably not paying the staff, then
yeah, yeah,
you know, then
yeah,
it's just businesses or it
yeah,
depends what you're selling, doesn't it?
yeah. Of course it
You
does. Of
know,
course
and
it does.
who you're tailoring it to and what you're
And
offering as a service.
and are you faking it?
Oh, don't. Um,
Sorry, I had to end on that one, didn't I? Because it
there
does
is
happen, doesn't it? Yeah,
only
yeah,
there is one team that I've actually seen, and it's such an horrendous experience.
yeah,
And I've actually put it in my book. It's that experience is
yeah,
unbelievable what happened that night.
yeah. But
Um,
it has to be mentioned though, don't it? You've got to mention it because
well, yeah,
yeah,
I was at a location, the village in Mansfield, and somebody was doing table tipping. I think probably 3 guests and a team member. And the table starts spinning like ape round and round, and she says, "Do you want to come on it?" So I joined it, as did a friend. And then it's just spinning around too much, so we just all backed away from it. So it's just the team member and the table spinning.
yeah,
Nah.
yeah, nah, nah,
Nah.
nah.
Bit
Yeah,
too
nah.
blatant, you know, and like the fact that she carrying on
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
I wish I'd have videoed it because it was just so ridiculous.
It's ridiculously funny, isn't it, as well, like, when you think about it?
But
Yeah,
I hadn't been on. I've been on a few ghost hunts that, but obviously not as much as now.
yeah,
But it was what the,
yeah, I know.
and it kind of puts you off doing
Yeah,
things.
it
You know, it. I kind of stay clear from anything like that. Unless I
it's
know
a
the
shame,
people.
though, isn't it? 'Cause it ruins the decent groups.
Yeah,
And that's what it does. It ruins the decent people who genuinely enjoy what they're doing and want to get proof of what they're doing
that's right.
by somebody just going, "We're going to fake this all night, aren't we?" And I don't understand them, to be honest.
No,
I don't get it at all.
and you know the investigators who's leading the events. If nothing's happening, they've got to have the strength just to. Well, that's what it is. And
Well,
then you find if you the door's moving, you find if you're running an event and nothing's happening, it's like, oh gosh, what can we do?
yeah,
You know, what I do is change what we're doing. Try
yeah,
and generate energy.
yeah,
Like if it's quiet, then do something what's a bit noisy, you know, more active,
yeah,
more, you
yeah,
know, and you just try and find out a way whether it's somebody a different voice the spirit reacts to or a different something or other, or even go in a different room if you can,
yeah.
because you can actually be stuck when you're sort of hosting a public event, can't you? But you can only get what's there, and that's it.
Well,
So,
a lot of group I used to be with years ago, I'm talking years and years ago, they had to put a disclaimer in, if you don't experience anything, don't expect your money back.
oh my god!
Because people were coming back and asking for money back because nothing happened.
But that was the early days, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
that
guess.
was the early days. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but,
It's funny. I did mention. Oh yeah, because Hazel was there, wasn't she, from Haunted
yeah,
Happenings? And I did mention my first ever ghost hunt was with Fright Nights, and I think she worked with them then. So I might have
yeah,
that years ago, which I don't know. I think
yeah,
she something like that. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
yeah.
But thanks for chat anyway. It's
No
been
problem. No
interesting.
problem. It's been good.
Yeah,
Enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it, and
Yeah.
thanks everyone who's watching. And
Thank you.
look after yourselves and
Bye,
take care.
everybody.
Bye everyone.